As predicted, the first piece of casting news for Gareth Edwards' Jurassic Park movie has arrived. As Jeff Snyder reports, none other than Scarlett Johansson has been offered the lead. Fresh off Wes Anderson's Asteroid City and known more recently for her time spent in the Cult of Marvel, this actress is reportedly looking for her next role and supposedly may have found it after meeting with director Gareth Edwards and producer Frank Marshall earlier this week. We've got all the details and more about this very surprising casting rumor. Welcome back to Jurassic Outpost. Let's get into it. Jurassic insider Jeff Snyder first reports the news. Hot rumor, Scarlett Johansson offered lead role in new Jurassic World movie. The inside report states that one of Jeff's best sources told him that Scarlett has been offered the lead role. There is currently no word on whether or not she has accepted the role, but according to Jeff, her hiring would make a ton of sense as she's a proven movie star whom the studio has been high on ever since she powered 2014's Lucy to a global haul of 469 million. Swanky. I'm told that Johansson met with Edwards and producer Frank Marshall at least once. A representative for the actress did not immediately respond to a request for comment, nor did Universal. Production is slated to start this summer, and Johansson will have wrapped her feature directorial debut Eleanor the Invisible by then, so she would be available for the high-intensity shoot. There's no question this actress has more than the chops for such a role, but personally I haven't ever seen the need for A-list stars in Jurassic. The original movies didn't feel the need for any star power, and I definitely prefer an actor that's less in the limelight, for lack of a better term. Saying that, however, I'm certainly not against this casting. She's great, she's a fantastic actress, and she would nail any role, and from what we've been hearing, she's a bit of a Jurassic Park fan. Jeff spoke more extensively about this casting rumor on The Hot Mic, his live YouTube show, and from that Assis helped me gather a sort of timeline of events. At around 5:30 p.m. yesterday, Jeff got a tip that Scarlett Johansson got offered the role. He spent the next hour or so calling around trying to confirm. Initially, he didn't get much back, but a second source of his has confirmed the offer of the lead role was indeed out from Universal to Scarlett Johansson. It's early days, but the actress has met with Edwards and Marshall already, and Universal has always been on high since Lucy was a massive hit, but she has had a busy few years with Marvel and other projects. According to what Jeff has heard, Scarlett could use another franchise, and the most viable option for her is Jurassic over the MCU, DC, or Star Wars. He goes on to mention that names like Bradley Cooper and other A-listers get tons of offers a day, but this one stands out to him because it's hard to say no to Spielberg. Everyone wants to work with him, and she has kids, so that could help push her to take it. Jeff's co-host mentions that he doesn't like the Jurassic World movies, despite them making money. He says a name like Scarlett Johansson makes people take a second look. Jeff goes on to say that he was paying attention to the reactions his article got last night and said it was positive, and said that he wouldn't have put this out into the world unless he had some belief that she would take the role. So it's certainly sounding like this rumor has some legs. It sounds as though it's the right time in her career for a leading role in something a bit different from the Marvel universe that she's been stuck with. With Gareth Edwards directing, and with Steven Spielberg, Frank Marshall, David Koepp, with names like that behind the project, this has got to be one of the more sought after roles right now. So this casting, while it did initially surprise me, it's beginning to make a lot of sense. It all seems to be lining up.
If I think about like my favorite thing I ever got, I got a Jurassic Park pup tent that I slept in for like 6 months in my bedroom on the floor.
The tent on the floor.
Yeah, my sister was not as happy about it because we shared a room. But yes, I pitched a tent in our bedroom and slept on the hard floor.
Who is Scarlett Johansson? I'm sure the majority of you, if not everyone, has heard of her. Johansson is known for many films: Lost in Translation, Lucy, The Prestige, Isle of Dogs, The Island, and more recently her work with Wes Anderson in Asteroid City, and of course, as we mentioned earlier, her starring role as Natasha Romanoff / Black Widow, a spy, assassin, and hero in multiple installments of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. My personal favorite role of hers is in the movie Under the Skin. That movie will get under your skin, and also her role in Spike Jonze's Her, both excellent movies if you're looking for something to watch. Anyway, after a quick peruse of her Wikipedia page, I learned that she is labeled as a sex symbol and has been referred to as one of the world's most attractive women by various media outlets. I think maybe the producers should settle down a little bit. Anyway, the American-born actress has had a long and varied career. Her most recent works include Project Artemis, an Apple TV space race film. It seems like her schedule really is open, and with Jurassic City filming this summer, it looks like the stars might align.
They're pushing us over the cliff.
Oh my God.
So here is the question. What are your thoughts about this casting rumor? It certainly is an unexpected one, and as I mentioned earlier, I wasn't really hoping for any A-listers in the next movie. Jurassic doesn't need the star power, especially at this point in time. It needs story power. But the more I think about Scarlett Johansson and her wide array of work, I think I'm in. I'm certainly not against it. What are your thoughts? Be sure to check out Jeff Snyder's newsletter. You can subscribe to his work on there, and that might be worth a look if you're into these kind of exclusives. Let us know down below in the comments what you're thinking about this casting. Subscribe and turn on notifications, and we'll keep you informed as this story develops.